Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Yvonne and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit more of a serious kind of video than my other videos that I've made in the past. But today I'm going to be talking about anxiety. So I've seen like a bunch of different people struggling with anxiety, like people I know, people just online that said they have anxiety. So I thought it would be a perfect time to talk about anxiety and just how to deal with it, and I'm going to talk about more of my story in this video of how I've dealt with it and what I'm struggling with right now and just how I feel about it and stuff. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. So first off, I wanted to know how many there actually are of anxieties. So I looked up online, so there are 5 major different anxiety disorders. So these are the top 5 ones that I found. So there is generalized anxiety disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder, panic disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, and then social phobia or social anxiety, which I'm going to be focusing on mostly today because that's what I have, so it'll just be easier focusing on that. So I looked up the meaning of social anxiety because obviously I do not know off by hand. I just know like what I feel and stuff. So I looked it up, and here is the description for social anxiety. So social anxiety is the fear of social situations that involve interaction with other people. You could say social anxiety is the fear and anxiety of being negatively judged and evaluated by other people. It is a pervasive disorder and causes anxiety and fear in most all areas of a person's life. So that is very true to me. That's exactly how I feel. But yeah, I just thought I would talk about, like I said, more of my story than just anxiety by itself in general. So let's just talk about social anxiety right now. So when I get anxiety, the feeling that I have is like butterflies in my stomach, and I feel like, depending where I am, I guess, so like if there's like a huge crowd around me, I feel like I am kind of entrapped in like a room where the walls are like cramming in like on me. That's how I feel in that moment if there's like a bunch of people around me. And then I also have like butterflies in my stomach, like I said, like nerves, and then my head starts to hurt, and like I get kind of warm and like hot. So that's what the feeling is for me. So I don't know what it's like for anyone else that does have like anxiety or like whatever kind of anxiety, whatever happens. But that's what happens for me when I am in a situation and I feel like I'm being anxious and I have like anxiety of it. So that's what it feels like for me. So I'm just going to start off with my story now. So I don't know the exact moment I was diagnosed with social anxiety, but I feel like I felt it more when I was in grade 7 or 8. So I went to a new high school, grade 7. I didn't really know anybody there except for like my brother and sister went there, but it's a good school, but it just wasn't working for me. So I kind of felt like I had social anxiety then, but I feel like it was probably my whole life I've had it. I don't really know exactly when it came, but I was always a shy kid. I'm still a little bit shy today, but I feel like I came out of my shell a bit more, thankfully. But when I was younger, I wouldn't talk to anybody except for people in my family, and I was like limited to people in my family, which I guess sucks for the other people. But yeah, so I don't really know when I had it. I felt more 7 and 8. Grade 7, I think I was fine. I got to know just the school a bit better and the people there, but once grade 8 came along, something changed, I guess. I don't really know exactly what kind of happened, but I started not wanting to go anymore. Sometimes I wouldn't even get out of bed because I really didn't want to go to school, so it's very hard on me and especially hard on my parents. But yeah, I don't really it's hard to explain just what happened. I really don't know what came over me not wanting to go to school anymore. This was like grade 8-ish. I don't know how it was. But yeah, it was very hard, I guess, for everybody, like I said. Then I started, this is grade 8, so I started so I didn't go to school, and then I started to do homeschooling a bit at home, which helped a lot, so I didn't have to go anywhere. I just had to do some work. It was like online kind of course, it was like an online course stuff, but I had like books and stuff that I worked on, so that helped a lot. I think I did that grade 8 and 9, so I did that for 2 years. But yeah, when I was grade 8, so back to grade 8, I think I had to take some pills, I guess, to help me with my social anxiety. They helped for a little bit. I started like talking a bit more to more people, which was great, but it was also kind of bad because I was getting so tired and I wouldn't get up at all. I couldn't get up. Took forever to get me up because I was so tired. So I got off those. But they helped for a little bit, but then yeah, so they didn't help for me, but obviously they could help other people that do have social anxiety, which is great, but for me they did not help. So back into grade 8, when I wouldn't actually want to go and stuff, my parents really tried to let me go, so I would get ready, like I would tell myself, you know, everything's gonna be okay, because in my mind I'm like, what if this happens, what if that happens? So in my mind, it's jumbling a bunch of stuff in my head, and so at the time I was talking to a counselor kind of person, and they're just like, you know, in the moment, tell yourself everything's gonna be okay. All you have to do is, you know, at this point, just get dressed. At this point, you know, just get ready, and then think about it. And then at this moment, get in the car, you know, go to school. So baby steps, kind of. So I was telling myself right now, okay, all you have to do is get dressed right now. All you have to do, eat breakfast, you know, get ready, that stuff. So that kind of helped to go on the way to school. And then as soon as I got to school, I wouldn't get out of the car. It was really bad at that moment. Like in my head, I'm just like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I physically could not get out of the car and get to school. Like when I was actually at the school and inside a classroom and stuff, I was totally fine, but it was literally going into the school. I don't really know what my mind was saying, but like, it's like I physically could not get to inside the school. And I don't know, like, it's hard to explain, kind of. Like, in my mind, I'm just, like, thinking, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if someone says something to me? What am I gonna say to that person? Just different thoughts, I guess, in my head. My mind and my body were just like, no, you can't do this, so I wouldn't get out of the car, and then, which, you know, pretty upsetting to whoever was driving me. So I would have to drive me back home, and then I would feel very upset, very like guilty, and like why, I guess, like why am I doing this to myself? Why am I doing this to my parents? You know, why can I not physically, why am I crying? What the heck? Why can't I physically go to the school if I'm like fine, you know, when I'm actually inside the school, but like physically going inside, I guess, physically going there to the school. Wow, why am I crying? It's an emotional video. But yeah, so that was very just upsetting for me and my parents, as I said, so it was very hard for all of us, I guess. Hey guys, how's it going? So I kind of forgot to mention that I did do some homeschooling at home, but for a couple years, but I did go back to school for like an adult kind of learning center kind of place, so like, yeah, school, for adults. But so I did graduate from that, so thankfully. I did do that, so, you know, God does answer your prayers. You know, it may take a few years or quite a while for them to be answered, but he does actually answer them. And that's proof. I did, you know, when I was younger, I was like, I pray that, you know, one day I'll graduate. I probably didn't think I would, but thankfully I did. So yes, if you are struggling with social anxiety and you have struggles with going to school or whatever, like I did, just know, you know, you will overcome this again, and you know, you will be able to, you know, graduate and do what you want to do if that's what you want to do. You know, it will happen for you as it happened for me. So yeah, so just wanted to say that and get back to the video. So like I said before, I was always like a shy kid, so I wouldn't talk to anybody really. I would talk to limited people. I feel like I'm way better now. Before I wouldn't order my own food, I wouldn't talk to like teachers, other students, I guess. I wouldn't talk on the phone as much. I still, to this day, I don't like talking on the phone in general right now. Not right now, but like in general, still, I'm not, like I'm not used to it still, but like before if someone called, I would just, like, if it was for me, not want to talk to them, I guess, depending who it was, but like, now I would, you know, I still don't like talking to people, like on the phone, but like if I really have to, I will, but I don't enjoy it, obviously, but yeah, when I was younger, so now I do, like, you know, I talk to like other people, so I feel like little baby steps have changed a bunch of years, so, which is amazing, by the way, it's really good. So yeah, before I wouldn't order my food, so now I talk to like whoever's, I guess the front, I talk to or like you know, at a restaurant, we're gonna sit down, so I wouldn't talk to that person, but now I can order my own food, which is great. And now I talk to like cashier people, which is like really good, I guess, for me, and personally, it's you know, it was really hard, I guess, but it's very, what was I say, rewarding, I guess, yeah. It's very rewarding to be able, you know, to talk to people, because I wasn't able to talk to like pretty much anybody when I was younger, so definitely came along great. Came along really well, and I guess going places now, it's kind of hard with my social anxiety because it's hard to talk to someone even though I've known them maybe my whole life, or like I've known them for so long. It's really hard for me physically to still go up to someone and start a conversation. Like for me it's easier if they start the conversation, but even if they do start the conversation, sometimes it's hard to continue it because of the social anxiety. It's like telling me, I don't really know what it's telling me, but it's like hard to say stuff, I guess, to someone. Like, it's easy to say, hi, how are you, you know, I'm doing good, but like usually I'm just like, I'm good, you know, okay. Yeah, you know, I would nod my head and say, yeah, you know, it's just easier to do that, or like smile, you know, but I wish, you know, I could, you know, start asking people questions more and seeing, like, except for, you know, I can say, hi, how are you, but like, you know, be able to actually ask them, like, you know, about stuff that's been happening. It's physically hard for me to do. I don't know why. I really wish I could again go up to someone and just start the conversation and actually continue it for a long period of time, but I still can't right now. I don't know why, but so like in my head, if I'm gonna go somewhere, in my head I'm like, it might sound really weird, but I'm having like a conversation in my head, like of things, topics and stuff I can say to someone, and like, or we're having the conversation in my head and how it's going and stuff, and it's going good, but then once I actually get there, it's like, don't say that, you know, what if, you know, I always feel like someone might judge me and say, you know, but I feel like they probably already were. I don't know, thinking I'm weird because I know I'm not talking to you. Like, you know, in the past, not now, but like in the past, they probably were like, oh, that girl doesn't talk, you know, whatever, she's weird. I don't know, but yeah, it's like, it's hard to explain kind of, but I don't know, it's hard to explain, it's hard to like do, but like, yeah, in my head we're having like a conversation, and it's, you know, like more than like, hi, how are you, you know, we're actually having a good conversation, and but then when it actually comes to it, it's like, no, I can't like ask the person what I wanted to ask them, because my head's like, no, don't do it, like my head stops me, kind of, so I'm just standing there, I guess, quiet, not doing anything, but like I really wanted to, so it's like I don't want people to think like I don't like them, or like I don't want to talk to them, but like obviously I do, because you know, I obviously want to talk to that person, but it's really hard to actually do it, so I don't know, it's hard to do that. I don't know, most places I'm just kind of by myself and doing things, just sitting there, just waiting, or like sitting, just pretty much just waiting for other people, because you know, other people can talk to people. I'm just sitting there either by myself or just kind of in the group, just being quiet, which, you know, I don't mind, I guess. Don't mind, I'm used to it. Sometimes it gets hard to, I just have the motivation to go somewhere knowing that I'm just gonna be sitting there by myself and not really chatting with anybody, because, like, why would you want to talk to someone that doesn't really talk, I guess, back to you in, like, a conversation? So I mean, obviously I wouldn't want to either if I was the opposite of what I am. Anyway, so yeah, sometimes it gets hard wanting to go somewhere, but you know, sometimes you just gotta do stuff you don't want to do. So I'm used to it, but I don't. I don't mind. I'm trying to say. But you know, there are some people that do talk, which is amazing, that like start the conversation and that talks to you and stuff. So like, it may not be like a long conversation, but it's like really helps, I guess, a little bit more. Helps me a bit more, you know, to get. I wish I was maybe next time be like, maybe I'd talk to them a little bit longer and try to tell myself to do it a little bit longer, and then maybe just keep going by that. So I do appreciate, you know, people that do talk to me first, and it really does help a lot. Anyways, so if you do have social anxiety or any kind of anxiety at all, just, I want you to know you're not alone. You know, it would be, I think, helpful to actually hear someone say, you know, you're not alone with this. It definitely would have helped me starting out, I guess. Someone said, hey, you're not alone, I have it as well, and you can overcome this. So hopefully, you know, I can do that for someone out there. So, you know, you're not alone. You can overcome it, and it will get better for sure. I don't want to like preach to you. I just want to say, God does not put you in a situation that you cannot handle. You know, I do see like anxiety being, for me and for anybody out there, like an obstacle that you can get over. It may take like some time, may take like a few years or whatever, but you will, you know, you will overcome it. I know I will overcome it. I'm getting emotional in this video. But yeah, you know, we all can overcome the situation. Again, probably take a while, but you know, you can do this. Like for me, it took a few years, but I can like do these stuff that I could never have done before. Oh my gosh. You know, for me, you know, it was like the power of God that I can do this. Because I know without him, I wouldn't be able to do it with like the faith I have and, you know, the support of everyone, my family, my friends, or whatever. Oh my gosh. Why am I trying so much? But yeah, we can overcome this. This is, you know, this is not you. This is just something happening in your life, but it doesn't define who you are at all. It doesn't define who I am. Oh my gosh, I'm still crying. Yeah, like, you know, we can do this. We're strong people. We can overcome this. We can overcome anything. It's just an obstacle in our way. We just gotta jump over it. May take some time, but it will happen. We can do anything. You know, we put our heads to. For me, not do anything through Christ strains me. I don't really know if I said that right. Verse, whatever, but you know, I have faith that in the future, hopefully it won't be as bad. Not bad, but like as what it is now. But yeah, we can overcome this. This does not define who we are at all. This is just a little obstacle in our way we gotta jump over, and you know, it will happen. It may take quite a while, which is fine. You know, take as much as you need, like what you gotta do. I will have to do the same as well. You know, again, God does not put you in a situation that you cannot handle. I feel like, you know, this is something that he knew was gonna happen. You know, he didn't like give this to me. He didn't like, you know, like put this on me just to like be miserable. I know it just kind of happened, I guess, and you know, he knew I was gonna go over it, and just trying to give me more strength. Oh man, I'm crying. Trying to say is like, I know he didn't give this to me on purpose, like say, oh, she's gonna have anxiety, it's gonna be miserable on her life. Just kind of happened, I guess, but you know, he knew it would make me stronger and that I could, you know, get over it. eventually I just have to keep going and keep doing what I have to do to get over it, I guess. And it's just an obstacle in the way. But I will eventually, get over it, and it's gonna be great. I'm really excited to see like the person that he made me to be in the future. I want to be that person that he sees me. But right now, obviously, I cannot see that right now. But once everything, once everything's good and stuff, I'm gonna be that person, and I'm really excited to see, what I'm gonna do in the future, and maybe, what will happen. Maybe I'll help other people with this sort of thing. I don't know what the future brings, but obviously he knows. So, oh my god. So I'm sorry if preaching on you. I'm not really preaching, but like, I'm sorry if you're not a Christian or whatever. I'm just kind of talking. I'm sorry, but like, again, that's why I'm crying the whole time. Like, what's happening? I like never cry, and like literally like waterfalls right now. Man, I'm sorry about that. But I'm sorry again if you do have social anxiety. You will work through it. We can help each other out. Hey, but yeah, again, you will get over this. This does not define who you are. This is not, this is not you. Just let you know, you will not be known as that person that has anxiety or whatever. You will be known as, whatever you do that you want to do, just do it. Hopefully this video helped you. It's very like weird, I guess, for me. This is kind of a different video. This is more of my story, I guess. It's not really helping someone else. Hopefully it helps, I guess, just know me a bit better, or help if you had the same kind of situations as me, or kind of same kind of feeling of like what you're doing and what you were going through. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. If you think it has helped you, or if you enjoyed this kind of video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to share this video, that'd be great with someone that you think it would help, or maybe not help, I don't know. But make sure to share this video, because if this does happen to help even one person, that's totally fine with me, and this video is definitely worth making. But I don't know, I just thought I should make a video like my story kind of. Thank you so much for watching again. Let me know if you guys like these kind of videos, and I will make more. I don't know what I would do, but if you like them, leave a comment if you do have like anxiety, what kind of anxiety you have, and let me know what you guys do to help you and stuff. We can share tactics, I guess. But yeah, thank you so much again for watching, and I do hope you enjoyed it. Just watching me. I'm sorry again. I was crying like the whole video. I don't know why. But thank you so much for watching, and my next video will be different. For sure, it'll be more of an upbeat kind of video. But thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.